You're looking at the place where the Rio Grande, the mighty river, once flowed. Today, dust and sand instead of water. This is El Paso, Texas. Just across the border, Juarez, Mexico. Hardly any rain here, not much humidity, just dry.
We were forecast to be running out of water by the year 2020.
Ed Archuleta ran the water utility in El Paso when that dire prediction was made in 1989. Then, El Pasoans were using around 200 gallons of water per person per day. And so Ed's first order of business was to simply preach conservation. Residents were paid to turn green lawns into brown desert landscapes, and it helped quite a bit. Today, El Pasoans have cut their water usage by 35% per person. But for a city that significantly relied on the river, it was becoming increasingly dry.
There's no question that I think that climate changes are affecting the Rio Grande.
To better understand what climate change looks like here, we traveled 2 hours upriver just outside of Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. We've made our way now to the Elephant Butte Dam. You can see it over here behind me. Built in 1916. At times, the water has become so high that it would actually spill through the dam. But take a look at the water levels now. It's about 3% of the total capacity.
What we are seeing is a systematic increase in temperature. So we're seeing the snowmelt runoff earlier than historical and a more rapid melt than average. And again, for a given level of snowpack, less runoff actually reaching the river and reaching our reservoir here.
Phil King is a professor of civil engineering at New Mexico State University. We're certain that what we're seeing here is worsened by climate change.
With very high confidence, yes.
A reservoir like this may fill again one day, but when it does, it probably won't fill as quickly, and the water will drain faster than ever before. That's the thing about climate change. It doesn't happen drip by drip. It is cycles that are continually getting worse and worse. And so to keep this major American city from going completely dry, despite being nowhere near a coast, they built the world's largest inland desalination plant. It treats the brackish water underneath El Paso's main aquifers.
It basically gives El Paso an insurance policy against drought.
Another, more provocative step, creating a closed loop. It's exactly what it sounds like. Treating sewage water and then sending it directly back into drinking water pipes. Toilet to tap. Gilbert Trejo of El Paso Water shows me how it's done. It starts by filtering out solids like rags and wipes out of raw sewage. Then there are many levels of filtration and treatment for the bacteria, viruses, and everything else.
Moment of truth. Let's do it. Okay, let's do this. Smells like water. Looks like water. Cheers.
It's what is necessary to make El Paso drought resistant.
It tastes like water.